Hello, and welcome to the Lang's 60-day reboot from Chicago, Illinois, and the Avenue Crown
Plaza
in downtown Chicago hotel. So we want to give you the view of the city behind us.
This is Michigan Avenue right behind you.
Which is pretty exciting. We have a beautiful view and are very blessed. Thank you to, was it Aunt Lorraine?
No, it's Aunt Luana.
Aunt Luana.
Thank you, Aunt Luana, for being a part of our little trip to Chicago
Yes.
through your Christmas present.
So we actually are here, and I mentioned this briefly last night, but we're here tonight because my 10-year reunion with Moody Bible Institute is going on right now for Moody at Founders Week. So we came here and we had a pretty hard time tonight. Do you want to tell them why?
Yeah, so, well, first and foremost was traveling. So I realized as we were driving in the car to Chicago that I have this mentality that whenever I go on vacation, that means I'm going to stop at my favorite places to eat and I'm going to get my favorite coffee and I'm just going to splurge because this is vacation. But as I got in the car, I realized we can't stop at Starbucks and get the normal caramel macchiato. It's going to have to be tea. You know, we can't go to Giordano's Pizza. So this was really wrestling for me. What is vacation and what is relaxing and
for many of you guys, you know that like most of this overweight stuff is really a mental battle, and that's something that we are wrestling with every single day now. Is how can we really think differently? Yeah. And I know many of you have asked that and have been encouraging to us, so thank you for that. But you know, I think that's really a thing that we're asking. So, in addition to that, we went to our reunion dinner tonight, and had told them ahead of time that we were under special dietary needs. We were juicing, and so they did not require us to eat the dinner tonight. But it was so hard. They had our favorite kind of pizza. It's the deep
Chicago-style
pizza. I mean, it's just so painful to go and drink water while everyone else was eating that, and then there was some amazing looking cake.
Oh, at each of our places when we sat, so there's a water, which is great for us. These beautifully sliced, like Boston cream cake, and
oh my goodness.
And so I immediately sat down and just moved it.
Yes.
And part of this travel is, you'll see our juicer in the background. So for today, we did juice before we left home. We juiced a whole bunch, put it in an igloo case. So we had that already prepared, and part of it was setting ourselves up for success and juicing before we went in there, so our stomachs wouldn't be growling the whole time.
Right, right.
And then we'll juice all day tomorrow.
And like I did yesterday, with the Super Bowl, today we juiced fruits, and we did kale in the fruits as well, so we definitely were getting a lot of nutrients. But we made something that we really liked and enjoyed, so it wouldn't be quite as painful to eat something like that we didn't really enjoy as much, and then go to some place where it has amazing smelling food. So, some of you have mentioned that eventually our taste for pizza will go away, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but it did not happen today. And anyway, so that was difficult, and just be prepared that you will experience things like this probably if you're going to be doing this for 60 days, because you'll probably end up going to events that are hard to say no. And but I want you to know we said no, and we did it, baby, and we walked out of there. And everyone was very amazed, so we were also very amazed ourselves.
But set yourself up for success. If you know you're going to one of these events, call ahead, let them know. And then when you go in, like I said, juice before you go, bring with yourself a nice green tea, or something that's going to help you get through the dinner. Like the glass of water really, really helped. And then have a witty smile and a nice short answer for why you're not eating dinner, because we got asked a lot.
And think about it too, like how amazing is it that we can actually walk now and say we are going to lose a pound tomorrow and didn't go and eat a lot of pizza anyway.
Hey, tell them what you were saying to me as we were walking back through Chicago.
Remind me what I was saying.
We were walking back, we walked from campus over to our hotel, and he was just walking, and he goes, walking is nice.
Yeah, I just realized that like I felt a lot lighter on my feet, and actually I was really energetic, wanted to walk around as much as we could because I'm a lot lighter on my feet now. And so it's just realizing after 40 pounds off of my shoulders, it's a heck of a lot easier to really walk around and just kind of enjoy exercise. So.
And walking was one of our favorite things when we were here going to school 10 years ago. We would walk till what, 3 a.m. or something down along the Michigan Lake little shoreline there. And so it's really funny that 10 years later we're like, man, we forgot how much we really love to walk around Chicago.
Well, tell them Kate's quote that you like. That was good.
Yeah, my sister always says to me, that's not going to taste as good as Skinny's going to feel. And so I just keep saying that to myself when I see that Chicago deep dish pizza. That's not going to taste as good as Skinny's going to feel or Healthy's going to feel.
So we're going to post a couple pictures for you online on our Facebook page tonight. One is, one of you requested the before and after pictures. So we just did take a picture of us as a couple yesterday.
Or 2 days ago? Yeah.
And then we also had some pictures, of course, before the diet. So we'll post those on Facebook on the Lang's 60-Day Reboot site. Sorry, we had a little camera failure there. But, so yeah, check out our Facebook page there. And then we did have a question from James.
Yeah, James was asking, so he was commenting on Josh's giving up soda. Woohoo! And then asked about coffee and caffeine. And James, what I'm going to say on that is everything in moderation. Moderation is key. So, for instance, I'm probably going to still keep drinking coffee, but I will not be drinking it every day. Caffeine, especially if you do it every day, your body becomes dependent on it, and that's where a lot of headaches come from, and tiredness, and it's just not healthy for your body. So, like for me, I'm going to go to maybe coffee 3 times a week at the very most. You know, and if I do drink it, I'll probably go decaf, because I really don't need that extra caffeine.
Now what about all the special drinks? With
Oh, specialty coffees. So that's where your big problem comes in. So for me, a lot of this is latte related, because in those specialty coffees like a caramel macchiato or a caramel brulee at Starbucks, you are getting more than a meal's worth of calories in that. You're also getting milk, you're getting sugars, you're getting high fructose corn syrup, you're getting all sorts of stuff. So when you order a coffee, be really careful. If you don't like going black, go skinny, like a skinny vanilla latte. For instance, a medium vanilla latte or latte at McDonald's, and you do skim milk, that's 70 calories. That's pretty good. Starbucks, I think, is 20 calories more for the medium skinny latte. So just know what you're ordering and how many calories and carbs and that kind of stuff that you're getting into it, because it really adds up, and then you end up like this.
So our tip of the, sorry, we're taking a long time, but the tip of the day today is we actually have been thinking a lot about the question, how far do we want to go with being healthy, and like what does that mean to be healthy? And I mean, let's just be honest, like, you know, there are lots of things in your normal diet that probably are not good for you. So the question that we're asking ourselves, I mean, Nancy has given us some motivation that she's going to be going completely raw when she gets off this diet. That's great, because she wants to go kind of more the raw vegan route. She doesn't like how the meat's going in her body, and she just feels better than ever. Maybe she's got more wisdom than we have, and we still think that we're going to be probably going back to meat and these different things. But the question
smaller portions.
The question is, yeah, I mean, portion control for sure, but then, you know, like, what do we go back to? And, you know, honestly, I mean, we just want to talk about it. When you're in this phase about thinking healthy, talk about it with your spouse or, you know, your friends and those kind of things, and try to figure out what is it that you really are going to commit to, because you do not want to set yourself up to fail.
Yeah, and honestly, we'll keep you up to date on where we're at, because this is kind of, you know, a continuing dialogue for us as we kind of have a tension back and forth between us and discuss what do we really want to implement. Are we willing to give up those boxes of macaroni and cheese that are so easy to make for the kids, but we know not even though they're cheap, they're not good for the kids. You know, and what do we want to do organic and what do we not? So,
and if you're not on a big budget, like, how do you go ahead and do living organic and those kind of things in a very non-organic world?
So we'll keep you up to date on the things that we kind of wonder and question and the decisions we come to, but that's where we're at.
And lastly, we'll tell you how we're doing. How did you do?
Oh, I stayed the same, but I'm feeling great. So.
And I lost 1 more pound today, so I'm down, I think, a total of 38 pounds. Which is really exciting. I should hopefully be down 40 in 2 days.
Yeah, I've got 1 pound and I'll be in the 160s. So when that happens, I'll do a little dance for you.
Ooh, I will too, baby. I'll do the dance for you too. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow. We will probably be reporting from our house again, so we'll see.
Woohoo!
Have a good night.